Hey, what's up everybody? This is Molina93 here. Today's gonna be my reaction to Angry Video Game Nerd Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Part 1 Episode 145. And this was requested by Killer Beast 2508. So a big shout out to you, buddy. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That intro is sick. He destroys everything on his pathway with his middle fingers.
Remember my Christmas wish list episodes?
Yeah, I do remember.
I answered to one of my biggest requests. The request I hear all the time
just reacted
is
to that,
the bad
weeks ago.
Sonic the Hedgehog games. What bad Sonic games?
Well, there are some.
In this episode, I talked about how awesome the Sonic franchise was, but then examined
when it
some
was
of the
introduced,
titles that I hadn't played till then. And these are the ones you could say were not so good. But the requests still continue. The game
Sonic the Hedgehog
pointing me to
2006,
is
known as Sonic
the
06.
Hedgehog, or Sonic 06 as it's known by. But I can't imagine it being that bad because it's Xbox 360.
But it doesn't
it's
mean
only
that it's
slightly
a
over
great
10
game.
years old. I mean, how bad could this It's gonna fucking suck, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh wow, the opening scene looks great.
I do agree
the
on
graphics
that.
are great, but what am I looking at exactly? Is
It
this
doesn't
Final
look like a
Fantasy
Sonic game.
meets Pacific Rim? Then Dr. Robotnik shows up. I mean, excuse me, Eggman. I'll never get used to that. And then Sonic comes in. But where are we? This doesn't look like any Sonic universe that I know. Then we get a loading screen. Ugh.
Yeah, it gets frustrating getting all these
another
loading screens.
Yeah, there's loading in between the cutscenes. But this second scene looks nothing like the other.
Yeah,
now it
they're
looks
so
more
different.
like the in-game graphics, but you're not playing it.
Nope.
Then there's another load screen, and after
Yeah,
that,
every single
the
time.
game finally starts. But the loading only gets worse. Anytime you push a button or do anything or scratch your nose, it loads. Like here, look at this. You go up to talk to someone, it loads. Then
Why
they say
is this
something,
necessary?
and it loads again. And the loading can take as long as 20 seconds, maybe more. So far, this game has given me nothing but shit. The game is giving me shit. No.
No, that's so gross.
Town, anyway. I'm not aware of any Sonic games where Sonic the Hedgehog is coexisting with human beings. I mean, look at this guy. He doesn't belong in a Sonic game. He looks
there
like
are
he should be
humans
doing
in
your
Sonic Adventure
taxes.
1 and 2.
And they're all speaking 1,000 silent words per minute. Especially him. The only word on the screen is welcome, but his mouth is moving like crazy. What could he possibly be saying? Welcome. I
think that's
Here
what
we
he's
have
saying.
Bob Hoskins from Super Mario Brothers the movie.
Yeah.
There's this crack addict
Oh
in
my
an
God.
alley. Hey, did you see that? Did you hear that? We're there. They're coming after me. Crack. I need crack.
The humans in this
guy's
game
moving
look
around
awful.
like a creepy marionette dummy. And this old woman bugs me out too.
Yeah, they look terrible.
What makes this whole thing even more disturbing is that the same people are repeated throughout the town. What is this place? You can harass people in this game too. It doesn't have any lasting effects, it's just enough to make their day miserable. Whoa, what's happening here? Tails was here for a second, and now the game is beating itself up.
Yeah, there are glitches everywhere.
Fucking up! Take cover!
I like how he appears on himself on the green screen.
You can actually run past them slightly. They're not blocking it. There's some kind of unseen force that they happen to be standing in front of. Other times, there's nothing there at all. The whole game is enclosed by invisible barriers. So, where do I go?
They are scattered all over Solia.
Did Tails just kill himself?
He
did!
Oh my God.
It may be hard to collect them all.
He just couldn't take it. The game was that bad. To get anywhere, first you have to talk to this raving
Nice
bad
effects,
man
by
who
the
gives
way.
you shoes.
Shoes!
Once you get shoes, you get to run through a bunch of hoops. Who does Sonic think he is?
Oh
Superman?
man, Superman
After
64.
you do that, you're able to buy the light chip, which allows you to jump across the water, which leads to the entrance. The entrance to level 1.
Two-wave
In the
ocean.
level, the game takes on a fantasy style, which is more like what you'd expect from a Sonic game. This is where the action begins. You're fighting robots, you're running around loops, you're doing all the fun stuff you'd want. But it's not fun. It almost is. You're doing something that would normally be fun, but there's something on top of it that's making it less preferable.
Yeah, and these
like
sections
jumping
are
on a trampoline
automated.
with a bucket full of dog turds on it. Most of the experience
My
is
God.
sort of automated. All you do is push buttons at the right time, and Sonic jumps to wherever he's supposed to land, including a killer whale. It looks cool, but you're not controlling much of it. When you take out enemies, Sonic automatically locks onto his target, so all you're doing is tapping the button over and over. But the gameplay changes every 10 seconds, so there's no way to really sum it up. It's all over the place. You also get some kind of weapon called a dummy ring bomb. What kind of name is that? What else
Very
is there?
stupid
Gem gun?
Very stupid attack
You
for
can move
Tails.
the camera angle, but if there's anything in your way, the camera stops, as if there's physically a camera that exists which bangs into everything.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Then there's other times.
I like
when
the way how he
camera angles are
appears
automatic,
on those
but
scenes.
there's a few moments where Sonic actually runs past the camera.
Oh, man, I knew we should have got the flash.
Yeah.
Okay, just hanging on the whale here. What just happened? It switched to Tails, but there's hardly any warning, and it faces you in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Not to mention, when you die, you
I
go
mean,
back.
why Sonic
Not
Team?
back to the start of the level, oh no. Not back to the town either, no, no. You go
To
back
the opening.
to the opening cutscene.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Damn! Is that a punishment or what? The only thing worse I could think of is if the Xbox spit out the game, which landed back inside the case, which re-shrink wrapped itself and flew back to the store, so you had to buy it again.
Anyway,
Oh my
I
God.
made it to the end of the stage. A gate comes down, which prevents the whale from getting out. So the
But the
goal
whale
all along
can
was to
go
trap the whale.
down there.
As Spock would say, this is not the hell your whale.
But you
I
know,
thought you'd be
they haven't
freeing the
designed
whale,
this game
like Free
so well,
fucking
I mean,
Willy. By the
it
way,
was
don't
rushed.
you think on the poster of Free Willy, it looks like the kid is punching the whale? Who the hell could punch a killer whale so hard that it becomes airborne? You don't fuck
Nobody.
with that kid. Anyway, after the whale, the stage still goes on, because it feels like it. Now,
Mach speed
Sonic
sections.
is running automatically at top speed. You have to steer to avoid smashing face first into everything in sight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm
No.
gonna die. I won.
You did it.
Cleared act mission? What kind of terminology is that? That's like saying cleared level stage. This game is dick cock. After this, you find a feather which clues in Sonic that the princess was moved to another location. Seriously? You're gonna pull that princess is in another castle bullshit?
Like Super
This
Mario
isn't
Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers. Also, when the feather falls down, it reminds
Like
me of
the
the opening
like
scene
so-
of Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it
My
reminds me
mama
of
said-
Forrest Gump.
Life was like a box of shit.
I do remember that
You're
too.
gonna get shit.
So we're in the town again.
That is a nice reference.
The town is like the main hub, which links you to all the stages. So every time you beat a stage, you have to go back to the town and complete some other asinine goal. For example, there's an area which you're trying to gain access to. The guard, Pietro, says to find the captain. Alright,
This
so
mission
now I'm
is
running
so
all over the
stupid.
place like an idiot trying to find this person. I talk to everyone, and nobody knows who the captain is. Now I'm talking to Pietro again. He asks me if I found the captain. I say no. He says, let's
You're
wait a
gonna
while.
find out who the
So,
real
once
captain
again,
is.
I'm running around aimlessly.
Because I played
There's
this game
nobody else
when I
to talk
had
to. So I go back to
I had this
Pietro
game for
again.
the PS3,
You
so
find the captain.
I know what's going on.
Yes, fuck it. Now he says go talk to the person who I think is the captain. Oh, so it's like a guessing game now?
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
a very
Is
stupid
it Pietro?
town
You guessed that I'm the captain?
mission.
It was this asshole the whole time?
Yeah.
Shitty game design is one thing, but this was an intentional cheap shot. They pulled a joke. They fucked you over, assholes.
Oh
And
my
there's a
god.
kid who wants you to find his dog. Really? A Sonic the Hedgehog game where Sonic has to retrieve a lost dog? This isn't a side quest.
And
this
why
is
they
something
made a
you
mission
need
like this.
to do to progress
Exactly.
in the game. So I'm running all over the place, looking for this dog, but no luck. So I go back to the kid to see which direction he's pointing. He says the dog is over there. Okay, that should help. But hang on, where's he pointing? Wait. You can't be serious. He's pointing at a wall!
My God.
You know what, kid? How about you find the dog? Put up some posters. That boy's got to
Yep.
think. You got a pet. You got a responsibility. If your dog gets lost, you don't stand there pointing at a wall. You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog.
Imagine
So
that
I
in real
complete the
life.
task. I get the kid's dog, and
If someone does
hang
that
on,
to you.
Stop and think about this. It's designed to look like a real-life dog, yet
Yep.
it's sitting next to a giant cartoon hedgehog. What kind of world does this game exist in?
That's
By the way,
so weird.
am I hearing Mega Man 2 music? Gotta get through the gate. Oh, come on, what? Can I just jump over it? Can I? I can just jump over it. I find it amusing how Sonic can propel himself.
Yeah, I mean, this
by
game
touching his
has a
bumpers,
bunch of glitches.
even though he touches them from the back. I think that kind of thing happens in some of the classic side-scrolling Sonic games, but of all the things they could have included from the classic games, why that? That would be like
No
making
idea.
a new Castlevania game and making
The
sure
moonwalk.
to include the ability to moonwalk on the stairs, but otherwise doing whatever garbage you want.
Yep.
Whoa, did you see that? Ah! All I did was jump. The game can't handle that?
You can see that this game was
Sometimes
not
if
properly
you run up
designed.
against the wall, you lose control.
Like
and
I'm
Sonic
saying,
does this
the game is not
sideways
finished.
moonwalk. And sometimes you end up standing at a strange angle. Why is he standing like that? Why is he hovering in the air? Why can't he jump without going upside down? Why is it when you fall in the water you disappear or fall through the ocean floor? What other game can you think of where you fall in the water and end up in the sky? And sometimes Sonic just completely spazzes out.
Yeah, that's the most annoying part of the Mach speed
I
sections.
changed my mind. This game's awesome.
Woo, woo, woo.
So after you go to Egypt and defeat the giant Transformer dog by grabbing the lightsaber that's sticking out the back of his neck and riding him
Cerberus.
head first into a wall, you rescue the princess. I'm pretty sure she can walk, but Sonic is always carrying her, even when he's not running. Anyway, you're
Just
racing
in
through
two
the
levels.
next stage, and there's all these fallen pillars in the way, but you can go right through them. Okay, now it's like we're playing big rigs. No stage
Yeah,
would
I
be
do
complete
remember
if
that
it didn't
game.
throw you some kind of curveball. Here, whenever you're running on sand, you have to hold RT, which surrounds you in a magic aura.
Is this supposed to be
Otherwise,
a
you fall through the
quicksand?
sand. You don't sink in it like it were quicksand. You fall right through. Maybe it's really quick
I mean,
quicksand.
I'm so confused by this.
Oh, come on. How was I supposed to see that coming? The pillar was in the way. This is all too much. There's enemies everywhere. I'm bouncing all over the place. The ground's disappearing. I'm walking on thin air. Captain America left his fucking crates laying around. And I'm bouncing on the robot's hot nuclear glowing dicks. Cocks. After the stage, he gives the princess a backhanded middle finger, and then the cutscenes
I think
start
that's
getting
sarcastic
really weird.
because Sonic is
What's
doing
weird
like
about
this.
it exactly? I'm not quite sure. It could be just the fact that it's a cartoon hedgehog sharing a semi-romantic moment with a human princess, or...
I mean, why they
Yeah,
made a
that's
story
it.
like
That's it.
this?
But there's so many odd things in this one scene. Like when Sonic picks his nose, and then she's about to go down on him. But the part that bothers me the most is something very subtle that only lasts for half a second. Watch.
It's very cringe.
Did she just look at the camera?
Yep,
It's so brief, but once you see it, it's locked
I
in
cannot
your memory.
stand Elise.
Why is she looking at the camera? What does that expression mean?
I have
Also,
no
she's
idea.
looking to her right. Notice the position of the right shoulder, but in the next shot, she's looking to her left. Am I nitpicking too much?
Yeah, that is a wrong
I'll move
angle.
on. You want to talk about shitty boss battles? When you fight Silver the Hedgehog, this is the motherest of fucks. He uses
Yeah, I do remember
telekinesis
that
to
boss
move
fight.
objects around, including Sonic.
It's no
You
use!
can't get close
Take
to him
this!
unless you're charging him from the back. But most of the time, he's off screen, so you never see where he is. This is bull dookie.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why people don't like Silver at first.
You know what? I've played worse. This at least qualifies as a game. But the problem was, it needed to be a masterpiece because it was a Sonic the Hedgehog game, and not just
And it
any
was supposed
Sonic
to be...
game, but it was the Sonic game for a new console and a new generation. This would be like if Zelda Twilight Princess sucked. They even had the balls to call it Sonic the Hedgehog.
Because it was supposed to be a
Revival 3D or something. No, just
and it was supposed to be released...
as if this is the only Sonic game.
And because it was released on its 15th
just
anniversary.
Start with this one. Everyone calls it Sonic 06, but I call it Sonic fucking piece of shit. This is anal sauce. It's so bad, it's a work of art. It's a fine, delicately crafted sculpture of shit. And I'm impressed. You know, this is another one worthy of the collection. I don't mean this collection. I mean the collection.
The collection? What do you mean by that? Oh my god, look at all these games. With all the blood. The torture basement.
Take it, you fucking game! Yeah, you like it like that, you fucking piece of shit!
Yep, it deserves it. Oh, Sega. Oh, Sonic Team. So there you go, guys. That is my reaction to Angry Video Game Nerd, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, Part 1, Episode 145. I do think this episode is alright. I mean, he just covered the first parts of the Sonic story. I mean, going to Wave Ocean, the Dusty Desert, to the Silver boss fight. Yeah, I mean, when you start the game, you have those bad impressions, and you're starting to notice what's wrong with the game itself. I mean, the opening cutscene, it's alright, and even though it doesn't look like a Sonic game, I mean, before Dr. Eggman and Sonic appear on the opening cutscene. And when you're playing it, you're having a bad experience. The town missions are very stupid, like trying to find a dog and guessing who the real captain is, which makes no sense. And the loading screens are everywhere. Every single cutscene loads. Every single stage you go, it loads. It gets irritating. It gets annoying every time. And the glitches you see here and there, as you can see that the game is not properly finished. Yeah, I mean, I do like some of the ideas that this game had, but they were executed so poorly. And, you know, why Sega? Why Sonic Team? They had delayed this game, and if they haven't rushed this game just to make it in time for its 15th anniversary, this game would have been one of the best Sonic games ever made, or at least good. But that didn't happen, sadly. It was so funny how AVGN himself was on the scenes, appearing on the green screen, and how he does all that crazy stuff on the game itself. And I do like the Forrest Gump references he did. Like the feather, and also when he's sitting on the bench holding the box of chocolates. I thought that was funny. I know there's part 2, so I'll react to that. Stay tuned for that. And hope you guys did enjoy this as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you want to check out Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd, and the episode, I'll put the links in the description below, and better subscribe to him. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come for you guys to enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and a like button below. And comment in the section below, what do you guys think about AVGN Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Part 1 episode? Do you like it or not? It is your choice. So, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Peace. Just like that.